I'm Lucia Mace from California, and I've been a hairdresser for 40 years. I've been in the motion picture industry for 30 years.
I'm Anthony Basinger, and I've been doing hair for almost 20 years. I found Barber Boot Camp online.
So my name is Joy, and I've been a licensed barber for going on 12 years now. Basically, I've worked in a cosmetology situation for the last 11. With that being said, it's taken its toll on my hands. I did a lot of bartending before that. So I decided to actually use my barber license and get back into it, and realized that I needed help. Needed to get back into practice, doing the shorter cuts, the fades, and all the things that weren't there when I originally started doing hair. That's when I found Lou. Found one of his older videos, and it was on YouTube, and I saw him. Hung on to that for a little while, watched it a couple times, watched him do the tapering, then ran across it a few more times and saw that he had a barber boot camp. So being a YouTuber, I went back and forth and watched all his testimonies.
In my business, you do all sorts of kind of hair. You do all different periods of hair, and you do wigs, and you do all different styling. And one thing I was not good at all was barbering. So a friend of mine took Lou's barber class, the one-on-one class, and loved it. And I thought, that's what I need. I need to get in there, and I need to really cut the hair, and it'll help me retain everything. And I was so right. It really, really gave me confidence, and confidence to take any show now, no matter if there's Afro-American hair or Latin or any kind, or just guys that want fades and long on top. So I would highly, highly recommend you take this class. If you have any need whatsoever for any type of barbering or fading or, period haircuts where it's tapered on the bottom, definitely do it. It'll save your life.
I decided to go ahead and come down to LA to do this class with Lou rather than doing it close by. It was a fun trip for me. I brought my motorcycle down from San Francisco, but to be on his turf with models that he's worked with before, it stacked the deck in my favor for him to be able to provide exactly the type models for what I wanted to learn. When you do the individual one-on-one, there's a sign up that you get to choose. I want to focus on these things, and it's a pretty long list. He's really generous in terms of how much you can learn specifically, and he blends it all together really well. So it was well worth it for me to come here. He has all the tools he could need because it's his home base, and I'm away from my home base, so I can focus on what I'm doing. So I like to travel for education, and this has been well worth my while. I knew if I walked away with an improved technique for fades, it would have been a win. But I did walk away with more. I enjoyed doing the one-on-one, having Lou to myself. He could basically address my specific needs, my experience level, fill in the gaps where they were. Included some about cutting a line, different hair textures, beard trimming, pretty much the whole gamut. And then a little bit of bonus about how to rearrange my men's grooming menu, some advice and consultation about services and things like that.
I just took the Barber Bootcamp one-on-one, and the main reason I wanted to take it is I wanted to feel really comfortable for work and for some shows that I'm working on, and I wanted to not be nervous. I wanted to be able to do sort of every sort of thing, military cuts especially. And I feel really great. I feel great. I had 4 haircuts, perfect hair types, all different, and I feel a lot more confident now. I feel like I can see the errors I make, and I know where to fix them, and I will not be nervous.
Right here,
yeah.
And then this bounces. Look at
okay,
it. Look,
yeah,
look
perfect.
At it. See that?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, now start on this side
Okay.
so we're consistent with the
Okay.
system. Now remember, this is going in that direction, so what you gotta do? So, and you can use
this
that
way, right?
corner, so you don't have to worry about using the
Right.
whole blade. Feel
So I
okay,
need to go
but
like-
I need you to
Okay.
make sure you get all this, and I
Got
want you
it.
to go all the way around, and make
Right.
sure you go in the opposite direction. All right, there you go. There you go. A little bit higher. Listen for it. Listen. You hear it?
And Lou was so great. I felt really comfortable with him. His models were very nice. gave me the ease and the confidence to cut the hair, you know, to not be afraid to make a mistake. Lou had a lot of great tips, and he's, besides one a really nice guy, lovely to work with. So try him out. It's great to know that you have somebody so supportive. He goes out of his way to help you. He will help you with anything. It's great.
My instructor Lou was great. He got 4 great models for exactly what I wanted to work on specifically. He went over everything really great before we even started.
How you gonna do? What's your angle?
It's that.
Okay.
Okay.
You see.
I'm gonna go to the corner. I would completely recommend this class. I think the one-on-one is great because it's literally just the more practice you have, the better you are at this. Like anything, like the more you practice it, the better you are.
Men's grooming is one of my specialties. Doing a better fade, easier, faster, better quality, more efficient. I like the hands-on opportunity. If anyone has an interest in improving their men's grooming techniques, Barber Boot Camp is perfect. Whether I'm not a barber, I'm a cosmetologist, but I think for either discipline, Lou has a lot to offer. I do education at least once a year, and this by far has probably covered a wider range of things specific to men's grooming that I was interested in. So it's well worth it.
And when I decided to do his class, coming from Florida, he does some southern classes. He does North Carolina, South Carolina. So I did his initial class, Barber Boot Camp for Cosmetologists, in Fayetteville, North Carolina. Took that one, loved it. Love the way he teaches. He's very good, and no, there are no stupid questions with him, which is good. Then kept in contact with him, which I love about Lou. If you have a stupid question, just text him and he will answer it. He sticks with you after you take his class. Anyway, with that said, I signed up, did the advanced class in Greensboro, North Carolina, and did a second day one-on-one class with him, which is absolutely awesome. Had a great time, did it. We did lots of models. He touched on a lot of things that you overlook, you know, you just overlook them. So anyway, got the tapering down, got the fading down, doing well. So now it's back to Florida until I find another one of his classes and turn right back around and head back up south and do another one.